Hello, everybody. This is the astrology report for the week of January 9th, January 15th of 2017. Did not make a very first astrology report for the year simply because the situations and the energies inside of me that were so crazy. Just gonna make a little review. Mercury was retrograde and there was a lot of things happen. Mars conjunct Neptune. There was aware weird tensions and dreams that came up at the same time. There was a very heavy energies during the whole process, and those heavy energies they're gonna be still on it just because simply we were shifting. The shift it's kind of like a moved up right now, but tomorrow we're gonna be start doing the test of those shifts. Simply because tomorrow the moon it's gonna be squaring three important planets, and those gonna be Mars, Neptune, and Venus, which is there in Pisces. All three of them, and the moon it's in Gemini. And when the moon is in Gemini, there's gonna be this duality: is this is good or this is bad? Is this is the right thing or that's the wrong thing? Is this is the right way to act or the right way to not act? So the duality, specifically because also the Pisces are also duality sign, there's gonna be so much increased simply because of that. The one side, the male, the energy is gonna be so tense, and the other side's the female energy is gonna be intense. So there's gonna be this is like explosion emotions at the same time. And to remind everybody, right now, Uranus moved direct, and he is in pretty much very close to 180 degrees of position of Jupiter. And those are cardinal changes that the universe make for a relationship to growth. Jupiter, it's gonna start slowing down, and it's gonna become a retrograde, and then the things is going to be very powerful because the relationship was going to need the growth within the soul, and that's going to be realizing things that what are you doing in your relationship. If your relationship doesn't have a very strength soul connection communication, then and you have another different soul connection, that is going to be growth in there. Specifically about the twin flames is going to be very powerful realization time. So stay on your toes, be yourself, work on yourself, and learn how to be at peace during this time. The sun conjunct the past week Pluto and a Capricorn, and the things is going to be they were very intense on it. Saturn, however, it's still squaring. Right now, he's squaring Mars, and those two when they're in squares and tensions. This is gonna be the time when the lies, the secrets, uh, the wrong things, which is Mars, seek justice on that. Is like the universe will tell you, wow, you've really messed up, you really lie, you really did the wrong things. Why you keep secret? This secret's gonna be exposed, and some of you is gonna feel this guilt of those secrets inside of you that you kept, and there's gonna be this push for that, which is this is a preparation for the shift that's gonna be occurring from now to the next months in going on. But we're talking about just for the week of Monday, January 9th till Sunday, that is a January 15th. So Monday, the energies they're gonna be a very emotions and very. If it's something, it's illusions or not, simply because the moon will square those three planets. We're talking about Mars, Venus, and Neptune on it. And got to be very careful with your emotions, how you express your emotions, how you talk to your emotions, and how you do your job with their emotions. On Tuesday, the moon is going to move, we're talking about in 23 degrees um, of Gemini, and those 23 degrees, she's going to be opposition of Saturn and opposition of Mercury retrograde. And this is on Tuesdays that the emotion is like about the secrets that I was talking about. Why I keep these secrets? Why I have this duality fights inside of me? What is wrong with me? Why I have two different emotions? Why do I have two different positions? Why do I have two different feelings? And you have to again mastering the piece inside of you of what to do. On Tuesday morning, there's going to be this trine with Jupiter and Libra, and that's going to help for that relationship. On the other side, also there's going to be sextile with Uranus, which is going to help. And Uranus in itself, it's trine with Saturn. So the universe is going to try to rearrange itself to get a better position for you, but you have to calm down your actions. Allow the actions to come up on its own from others, not from you. And that's going to be very tough simply because the moon and Pisces and on Gemini wants to express itself. If it's not the ego, it's going to be the soul. If it's not the heart, it's going to be the body. And something needs to be expressed. And it's going to be very hard for on Tuesday to be very careful what you do on it. And as we move in, the moon, it's going to be grow to a full moon. And on Wednesday, we're going to start feeling the tension. And when I'm talking about the tension, is the tensions of the family inside. And the moon is going to be trying, first of all, is going to be trying Venus. And when I trine Venus and Pisces, there's going to be like, I have this magical part, these magical dreams about love. I have this magical love. I need to look at it. And at the same time, that it's inside the family, and it's going to be like, well, but the society and the job and the service, it's against it. Because the moon is going to be opposing everything in Capricorn, and that's the sun and Pluto. And that opposition, it's a cardinal position, and this is a cardinal changes, cardinal adjustments within the personality that you have to be very careful how that goes. And throughout the day, the things will shift on very specific energies onto. And we're talking about Thursday, on a Thursday morning, early morning, the moon actually is going to gain its full power, and it's going to be huge amount of tensions, simply because there's going to be a squaring in the cardinal signs. What I mean by squaring on the cardinal signs is there's going to be this giant square between Aries, Cancer, Venus, Libra, and Capricorn. So who are staying in those four positions? And the first position is Uranus in Aries, which is represents the universe. The moon in Cancer, which is represent emotions in the family. Jupiter, the growth in the relationship. And Pluto and the sun in Capricorn, which is mean I am in service. And all those cardinal changes will comes on into the personality like pressure, like you need to change, you need to move, you need to shift, you need to understand this is not just joke, this is the right way, and you have to realize to be your true self. And that's what all this shift will begin into it. what is your truth, what is your true self, go on after it. And as we experiencing this, everything is gonna be kind of like a projecting to us. You will feel like somebody gives you a movie of what you need to do. That will becomes in from simply that Venus and Neptune comes together in Pisces. There's gonna be some those visions. There's gonna be some those spiritual guide directions. There's gonna be some this love field vibrations inside of the personality that is gonna say, well, it's heavy, it's duty, but I have to trust myself into the love, and that's why nothing just so bad happen if there is nothing good. The same thing happens. So you need to look at it, the good part. The things that I see in people, it's that most of the time people expect only to hear the good news, but nobody wants to hear the bad news. And here is the part that if you don't hear the bad news, you can create good actions. Because if you hear only the good news and you're missing the bad news, when the bad comes in, you're not prepared for it. And that's why the astrology reports that I do, they're not about so much a positiveness. That is about you to understand how the energies will be. This is like a weather report for you. This is not like I'm not a babysitter to babysit you and tell you, oh, everything's gonna be good and perfect. I'm sorry, that's it is what it is. I show you the stuff that you want to see. The good stuff that will happen anyway. You need to be prepared yourself for the things that comes up, and that's why I make those astrology reports. And on Friday, as soon as after this tensions will comes in, everything will kind of like go back itself to normal. The moon is gonna move to Leo. Anytime when the moon is on Leo, the ego goes up. So be careful with your ego, the way you're acting and reacting into it. There's not going to be much changes simply because Uranus still opposing Jupiter, and Uranus still T-squaring the Sun and Pluto, and the Sun and Pluto are T-squaring Jupiter. And that's been going on for a while, except that the Sun right now it's there. But the sun will start slowly move out of Capricorn, and it's gonna move to Aquarius. So on Friday, the thing's gonna be much better, more relaxed. There's gonna be like everything goes back to normal, except that the visions for love and this miraculously love, they're gonna be increased so much because Venus and Neptune are still together, and that's gonna go pretty much throughout Friday the day, Saturday, and probably will go on for a few more days afterwards. On Saturday, the moon is gonna be pretty much in the third quarter of Leo, and the moon is going to be trying Uranus, it's going to try Saturn, and they're going to create this beautiful kite of energy on Saturday. That's going to be the trines between the moon, Saturn, and Uranus, and there's going to be those sextiles between the moon and Jupiter in Libra, and Jupiter and Saturn. There it's a okay, it's too hot out here and my throat is dry. And Sagittarius. So this kite will present specific informations for you on Saturday. It's like divine powers comes up. There's also is going to be a finger of God between the moon, Jupiter, and Mars, which is Mars is on the top. At the same time, there's going to be another finger of God, which is going to be between the sun, the moon, and Mars. And this is gonna be a very good time for you to seek your own self um, revaluation, but also the capability of you to allow the divine powers to work within you. And I hope you're gonna have a great Saturday, because you can use this energy to create a self-realization of being your true self. And we're talking about Sunday. The energy is gonna be a little bit increased, simply because right now the moon is gonna oppose on 180 degrees Venus and Neptune and Pisces. And you will try to heal something, but that healing of something, it will require much more than just will of healing. It will require action, and that action is going to be the 60-degree sextile between um, Pluto and Mars, between the Sun and Mars, between Pluto and Venus already. That's gonna be pretty good. And at the same time, the Moon is gonna be at 4 degrees in Virgo, and it's gonna be trine Mercury, which is gonna be entering Capricorn. And the talk about this is gonna be you to be in service of others. And that's going to be pretty good for Sunday, so you can go ahead and talk to others, be within service of others. So that is about the astrology report. I hope that astrology report helps you out in your journey, and don't forget about it, to be loved.